So guys, I already have my bodies drafted. Do not forget to leave the back to be on fold. The back is going to be on fold. The front is going to also be on fold, but you later cut it. Remain some allowance, some seam allowance for the buttonholes. You can leave like 2" or 3" for the buttonhole folding. So as you can see the way it is on display there. As you can see, I already cut my front. That front that's on fold, I'm still going to cut it into two because the front is going to be button. Okay, it's going to have a button just like zip. So instead of fixing it at the back, it's now at the front. So that's it. So do not forget to leave like 3", 2.5 or 3" for your front for the button. That becomes the button allowance. Okay, so the back will be cut on fold. You cut your back on fold. So what you're going to be doing, what you do at your initial front bodice is what you're going to be doing at the back in this one. So I finished drafting this and that adding my seam. I finished adding my seam and now just to cut it out. So if you know that it's your first time coming into my channel and you really want to know how to make this kind of dress, please do not forget to stick to the end of this video. It's a very easy tutorial, something that once you pay attention you will understand. It's very easy, very easy. So you can see already how the front of the bodice is gotten, the front of the dress. So this is how you cut it. Yeah, it's cut on half. Okay, that is under the bust measurement. Okay, it's not up to the half length because the tiered is going to start from under the bust just as it is on the picture. That's where the tiered is going to start. The first layer of the tiered gathered is going to start there. So we finish cutting this part. Move on to the gathered itself. So here now I'm going to I've taken the measurement from how I want the length to be. Okay, do not forget to take the full length of the dress, then you subtract the from shoulder to under bust measurement. That's where your tiered is going to start, right? In case you want it to start from the waist, that is where you subtract. So you subtract from the shoulder to the under bust, and then whatever is remaining of your full length, you add your seams. The seams you're going to be using to add on the both tiers, that is half inch up and down, half inch. Then at the downside, you can add up to like 1.5". That is for the hem folding. Okay, to fold the hem. So right now I've subtracted that, and what I'm doing now is I'm dividing it to 2. Okay, so as I'm dividing it into 2, it's exactly the same measurements. That is what I'm using, exactly the same measurements. Or after of what I got from my subtraction, it's exactly the same measurements, but the only difference here is in the downside. That's the last part of the tiered. That side I'm going to add 1.5 as the hem instead of 0.5. So I got 12" after dividing it, so it's like 24. So on each of the 12 I added extra 1 inch, in other words making it 13 inches. So in the other one, instead of making the second layer 13", I made it 14.5. okay, or you can decide to make it 13.5. so it will help you to fold the hem, you understand? So that is it. So that 1 inch you add is for the joining allowance for both up and down. So for the both tiered, yes. And also do not forget, while cutting this, don't forget that the second layer of the tiered will be longer than the first layer. Okay, that goes on to how many tiered you want to make. If you want to make 3 tiered, 4 tiered, the second layer, the third layer, they will keep growing larger than the other one. So let's say you've used a length of 20 for the first layer. The second one you should be able to use like a length of 25 or 26 for the second one, or let's say a length of 25, 26, 27. Okay, or then the third one, just keep increasing the length. So that's where you get your tiered dress without arguments. Yeah, without arguments actually. This is actually my first time of making a tiered dress. So after I call the two layers equal. It was when I was sewing it, that was when I discovered that, oh wow, I was supposed to make this to be longer than the other one. So here is it. I finished joining the first one only for me to realize that the first one has given me the actual fitting I need. Okay, the measurement that fits up to that fits the upper side. Okay, the measurements, the first joining is fitted and everything with my button allowance and everything is okay, but only for me to discover that I've done the gathered here, only for me to discover that in the second one it's not going to work like that, because now everything is now matched. You can see the stitching, you can see how I stitched it, and I was like, wow, that means I have to still definitely I still have to gather the second layer. And if I have to gather the second layer, there is no how I'm going to fit it in with the that is the wideness, the hem of this first layer. You can see how I'm pointing it. So that's why you need to make the second layer to be much. In other words, you need to add extra inches, like extra 7 or 8 or 9 inches, depending on how you want your tier to be full. Okay, depending on how you want the gather to be full in each tiers. Okay, so you add extra inches so that when you fold it, now you can still have enough room to fix it all through to match the hem of the first layer. Okay, so that's why I said you do that. No matter the amount of layers you want to do, you keep doing it like that, keep increasing the inches so that everything will match. All right, so that is all for just how to cut tiers. Okay, so I believe you got what you need about the tiered cutting, just that perfect explanation and how you're going to do it. So right now I'm cutting the sleeve. Okay, I'm cutting the sleeve. I didn't budget to add the sleeve cutting in this video. I just wanted to show you how to cut that tier and get that actual button kind of cut and all that. Okay, I believe with what you're saying, you get everything you want. So in the sleeve, you notice that the sleeve has some, like, it has this fullness. Okay, and a kind of, should I say, is a kind of puff kind. Okay, so the simple thing I'm going to do on this sleeve now is that I'm going to add enough fullness on the hem. So the hem is going to have enough inch. I'm going to add like extra 4 or 5 or 6 inch to it. And on the sleeve cap, I'm also going to add like extra 3 inch to it. Okay, that is to the actual measurement of the sleeve. Okay, so now what is going to happen is that when I want to sew it, I'm going to make the gather for the hem, and then I'm going to use a little band of the material to hem the gathered part, so thereby giving me that tiny hem on the picture. I believe, compare it, you will see. So yeah, then on the sleeve, on the cap sleeve, I'm also going to pleat it by, maybe depending on the amount of extra inch I added, maybe 2 inch or 3 inch, I'll pleat it 2 ways or 3 ways. Okay, so that is just how to get that go about. Do not forget that the hem of this sleeve is going to be tight. Okay, you make it tight and make it slim. When folding, it's going to come out tiny, not bold, so it will look exactly the way it is on that picture. Okay, so but the major thing is that it's actually gathered. So as soon as you do that, yeah, you will see that once you wear it, you push up the hem on the bicep to hold it tight. That fullness will just appear. So that is it, guys. That is just it. And I'm really sorry that this video I didn't know that I didn't cover up everything about the sleeve. I just didn't know. But I believe in what I'm explaining, you really get what you want from it. So guys, that is it for this particular video. Please, if it's your first time, and if it's your first time you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, please do so, because here we have a lot of packages on sewing tutorials for beginners and fashion styles updates. Okay, different kinds of updates. Yeah, hit the subscribe button and notification bell, click on all, okay, so that you always get my updates, so that you always follow up on latest videos. My videos are very easy to understand. I believe it is easy. Yeah, and do not forget to encourage me by liking and commenting. Oh, and to you all my wonderful subscribers and returning viewers, I really appreciate you so much. Please keep up the good work. God bless you for me. See you in my next video.